What's up, guys? In this video we're going to be just doing a forge tour for you guys. So we've had some videos up for a little bit. We're a small channel, but I thought I'd show you guys who get to watch a lot of the videos of the forge and the ins and out of it.
Don't think you guys can see it though. There's a red fox out there. That's pretty cool. Alright, I think a good place to start would be the forge. And so here's our forge. It's a propane forge. Just runs off the regular propane tank, you know. Has two burners. Pretty nice. Just made them ourselves, you know. Not too bad. There they are. The forge is a 12-inch square pipe, square tube. And it has these fire bricks. I don't know if you can see them that good. It has fire brick right here. Fire brick and then K-wall. And we need to get that K-wall lined with stuff. You guys are going to comment about how bad that is. How terrible it is for my health, which is true. But we're going to get those lined pretty soon. But it's fire brick and then the K-wall. And these angle irons because we're going to, these things, yeah, slide another fire brick in front for a door. And it's on a stand. And the stand has little hooks, you know, for just tongs. And a little table in the bottom of it. This is where we keep our hammers. Right in there. We're working on some more. Some of ours just broke, so we're putting on new handles. So 3 of them are out of commission right now, but they'll be up and running pretty soon. So this is our forge. Okay, so next is our anvils. We have 3 anvils. This is one I like to use the most. Then we have a striking anvil, railroad track, and then the smaller anvil over there. So we'll start on this one. This one's an Acme 100-pound anvil. I think it was built early 1900s. It's 100 pounds. Has a 3-inch face here. I'm not actually sure about this length. Then here's the horn and stuff. It's on just a wooden timber for the stand. And then also has some hooks for a hammer, cut-off tool, and a brush. Okay, this is what we use for our striking anvil. It's just a piece of railroad track on 2 of the track sections and then another big timber. So we don't use this one a lot. It's only when we're working with a big, huge piece of metal and when you have a dude swinging a sledgehammer. So one of us will swing a sledgehammer, another one will hold the tongs. That's what we use for our striking anvil. Over here is our second anvil. It's a Fisher anvil. So basically what that means, what they do at Fisher, is they have their hardened steel and then a cast iron base. And so that makes it when you hit it, it doesn't ring as loud. So it has a lot softer sound. I'll show you what that sounds like. Give me a sec. Getting a hammer out, sorry. So if you hear this, kind of more of a thud compared to over here, where it's a ring. And then this one also kind of rings a lot. But yeah, so that's really cool. But this one, they're not as loud. Really nice. This one's only 85 pounds, so it's actually pretty small. Same thing, 3-inch face right here. But it's a nice one. Also on a stand and has a hammer hook down there. But when you pop it out a bit there. But yeah. Next is the quench tanks. We have 2 quench tanks. This one, and then that big one over there. We'll go over this one first. This one's just a 4 by 1.5 inch section of what do you call it, square tubing with the top cut off, and then it has some handles welded on both sides, as you can see. And then it's filled with oil and has this little lid that we made. This is the first quench tank we had, and it works really good. It just doesn't work for bigger knives usually. It's a little bit harder. Our second quench tank is a lot bigger. It's a 6-inch pipe with a base welded on at the bottom. Has this lid. Right there, I think it's about 4 feet tall, so it's a tall one, as you guys can see. It's a big one. Okay, here's our table that we have out here. I built this just barely, and we haven't had it out here for too long. This is our table. Has a vise welded onto it, just an old vise. We just welded on. It's really nice to have right there. So we don't have to go all the way into the garage to clamp something down and cut on it or grind on it, or just to bend stuff. Has another piece on the bottom, just the storage, you know. And it has these hooks right there and there if we ever need them to put stuff on. Okay, this is our hydraulic press. I built it myself. Has a, I want to say 25-ton just jack welded onto it right there. So that's what we use. It's air compressor. So we bring on a big air compressor, just connect it right there, and then raise it up. This is the foot pedal, so you control it with your feet. It'll go up. You can slide in different dies. So this is the one we usually use, just a little flat face die right here. And then we also have this one, like a fuller type deal. This one right here. This one's used for like canister Damascus and stuff. And then we also have these ones. Sorry, it's not focusing, it's being retarded. These two right here, just some more dies for it. This is good just for big stuff. Works great for that. That's a fun one. Okay, over here is where we store some of our salvage steel. Like leaf springs, coil springs, jackhammer bits, train coil springs, railroad spikes, stuff like that. So a lot of this is just salvage steel. It's all high carbon steels and works great for making knives. It's in this bucket. And then some of our nicer steels are inside, like some of our stock steels. Okay, so the actual shack or roof, whatever you want to call it, we put up just about a year ago. Built it ourselves too. Has some signs on it. We need to get another one. This used to say men working, like the old construction signs, you know, but that one broke in a windstorm. Over here, Jagged Mountain Knife sign. Pretty sweet with our logo cut out. Here's a Texas license plate. Just has some, we got some random stuff. Some shears, some hooks. That's where we keep our aprons. And then up here, some more hooks. There's a respirator on that one. Safety glasses and ear protection. Over here, we usually had this going. We don't really have it going during our videos because copyright issues, but just have some music. You can plug in aux corders, listen to the radio. That's nice. And then these sawhorses, we'll put these up when we have a long piece of steel that we need to put into the forge and be able to take out and stuff. So it's nice that we have a sawhorse over here and then one right there. And then up here, we have some more storage. It looks crazy messy and junky, you know, but it works. Tape measure, you know. Oh, let's go over this tool actually real fast. This thing is, I'm not sure what it's called. I made it a little bit ago. What it's used for though is hidden tang knives. So where the knife starts, making where the tang starts, you just use this, you put your knife in there and you can whack it down and you can get your hidden tang place to start. So that's real sweet for that. We just made that a little bit ago. So that's a nice little tool we got. And we also got an angle grinder up here. It's nice to have just an angle grinder right out here. WD-40, pliers. We used to keep paper and lighters in there. We stopped doing that a little bit ago. Some borax when we're making Damascus. Punch, there's a video on that, how to make a punch, go check that out. And a chisel, there's also a video on how to make a chisel. So our punch and chisel, lighters, nails, borax, looks like sand, but it's borax. Leather gloves, some more dies for the press, right here. And then of course, fire extinguisher. You gotta have fire extinguisher and then your gloves. So that is kind of chaotic up there, but it works and we like it. Oh, I forgot to talk about our first forge. This is the first forge that we had. It's a 12-inch pipe. It looks like it's been closed for a while or something. We don't use this one anymore. It looks like it's kind of sealed shut. So we're not going to be getting in here today. This is the first forge we had. I actually really like this one. Kind of sad we don't use it anymore. It just had too small of an opening, so we couldn't make big stuff. But firebook and cable in there. And this door used to come all the way up, so that was nice. And it's on just a little stand that we made. Also some hooks, you know, right there. Put stuff, hammers and tongs. This is for tongs. And this side, right on there, you can put your hammers on that. That one doesn't have a rack, you know, to store stuff here, like this one does. But they're both sweet forges. This one's just had a lot of use and kind of been trashed a bit, but it's a cool one.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you're not a subscriber, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Leave a like and a comment, and then sharing the video also helps. If you want to see our latest video where we make this dog tag, Damascus dog tag, make sure to go check that out. We also have merch, so go get it on our Teespring store. There's a link down below. hats, shirts, hoodies, all sorts of stuff. Go check out our Teespring store, and thanks for watching. See ya.